What is going on, everybody? It is the Foreign, and welcome back to 2vTuesdays, where me and Geroldus, we used to do some 2v2s, and then it got all weird, and now we're basically just playing whatever. Say hi to the people, Geroldus.
Hi to the people.
Thank you. You followed me word for word.
I did. Exactly what you did on mine.
It is exactly what I did. So our featured subscriber this week is Dubs929, or Doobs929, as I like to call him.
Yep. Cool dude.
Yeah. Anyways, we had a lot of fun playing with him. So the topic of discussion for today, league play and sportsmanship. So recently, me, Geroldus, Mr. Tony Stark, and one of our friends, AJ, or Ultimate Gamer 305, or 503.
Very brandable channel name. 100% brandable.
Yes. Not really. Anyways, so we decided to start doing leagues, and needless to say, it's not the cakewalk that everyone makes it seem to be.
Well,
we won our first two games, hands down, no problem.
Here's the thing.
We got smacked around.
Let me just say that it totally would be the cakewalk that everybody seems to be if you purposely deranked your team. Because right now, we're upper bracket of the in the gold bracket. We could go down to silver, and there's probably one underneath that too. I don't know. Imagine the teams that can't get out of that silver bracket. How bad they must be.
Yeah.
So you can always do that.
Well, you gotta think of some of the people that are now in the silver bracket because they keep losing. But anyway, so we started playing. We won 2 games just fine. And I wouldn't say we got big heads on our shoulders from doing that. We were actually pretty excited that we finally were winning some. And then we got smacked around, what was it, 4 games in a row?
Yeah, I got one game. See, a lot of it too, a lot of the league play things, at least I felt, the people had terrible connections. I was losing, literally, not even a joke, every single gunfight, whether or not it was to my advantage or not. I was losing every single gunfight. What did I went 0-13 or something like that, like at the beginning of a game with 0 caps. Like, how can I do that? That's bad by anybody's standards. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like a lot of the people in there had some bad connections, for sure, which definitely helps win games. It feels like in Call of Duty for some reason.
Yeah, there was that, and the fact that we were playing people that were in platinum, like top tier platinum.
Yeah, 35 in platinum.
Yeah, so that didn't really help us out any, especially because at the time we weren't ranked at all. But then we also had a game. It was our final game of the night. Capture the flag on Yemen against an actual like full team. They went to the point as to change all of their gamer tags to be the same. That's how much of butt buddies they are. And I don't know what were your views on how that game actually turned out?
Well, I got 3 flag caps, and
why are you calling me? Just keep going. Just keep going.
Anyway, so I got 3 flag caps or something like that, a bunch of kills, but that's because it was 4v4, and right off the bat, one of their teammates left, and then 3 of them left. Or then 2 more left, and we played against one guy who wasn't even actually playing, I don't think.
No, he was, because he was actually moving around. He just couldn't win gunfights.
He was pretty bad. And what they said was that we should probably hold off on that, because I think we're going to discuss that next. Anyway, they just left. Personally, I think they just left. They rage quit right away.
And I think that there's more to that. I do not believe that they rage quit right away. I think that we killed a few of them right off the bat while they were moving around and shooting at us, and they realized that somebody was actually going to beat them, and they quit. To be honest, that's what I think happened.
That, or they said that they lagged out, right?
They said they lagged out.
Maybe whoever on their team has a lag switch did something wrong, and that's what happened. They just excuse me. They just disconnected it way too early.
Yeah, I still stand by saying that they rage quit.
Yeah, probably. That's what I think too.
I don't think that it was that they disconnected or anything like that or connection issues. I think that they straight up rage quit. They probably started off the game just how they didn't want to start it off. They couldn't get to their points or something like that, and because they were being stopped or prevented from setting up, they didn't like how the outcome was, so they said, you know, we'll just do a different game and quit.
Yeah, one of them looks like T-Pain.
They all looked like T-Pain.
They had YouTube channels.
They did have YouTube channels. We're not going to share those with you guys.
I don't remember what they are anyway, so I couldn't share them if I wanted to.
I do. They're in my most recent searches for Social Blade, because I was checking out their stats.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, they shouldn't have rage quit, and then someone that was with us, I don't know if we should call him out, but he decides to send him a message and say, thank you for rage quitting. Really appreciate it. Good game. Something
no, you know what?
Lines.
You know what? It's not even a bad thing, because he'll openly discuss it. Mr. Tony Stark,
717.
He was the one that straight up just said, you know what? Thanks for rage quitting. You gave us the win. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. Because people that dashboard or rage quit, it infuriates me, because it eliminates the competitiveness of actual playing. Just play the game. Like, we could have left so many games, but we just stuck it out and we played them, and you know, we got beat.
Yeah, fair and square.
Yeah,
by connection.
Sometimes
we got beat fair and square by lag. That's what it was. That's what I'm gonna hold. I was saying.
I mean, some of those people were higher ranks, and some of those people were just straight up manhandling us. It didn't really matter if it was connection or what.
I was getting Halo jumped left and right.
Yeah,
man,
me too.
Super tryhards in there. I don't know. I thought it was a good time. I feel like we would do better. We definitely need to work on our competitive skills in that playlist. Communication was a big issue. People don't really... Anytime you get shot and killed, you should call out where you got shot and killed from. Not just assume that everybody knows because you know where people sit on the map. Because I don't... Like, at some point you assumed, like, I just knew where you got shot from. I don't play 4v4s. I don't know where people sit in 4v4s. There's entirely different choke points for 4v4s in a competitive sense. And communication is a big thing. Everybody should be calling out at any given point where an enemy is, whether or not you can shoot them or anything. If you see someone going somewhere, just call it out. And got to keep down on like the raging banter that always happens in the games, like complaining about, oh, you know, that's BS. That guy, you know, he's just a second and a half of me in connection or something like that. You know?
Yeah, I would say that's something that I've been trying to work on. I try and actually keep like just normal talk to a minimum when it comes to playing, even if it's not a competitive game. Like, just because I do like to play competitively and I do like to win, and I think that sometimes that's what actually gets me so frustrated. Is we'll be playing and other people will be talking about random things and we'll be losing, and it'll irritate me to the point where I actually get mad at my teammates and I rage at my teammates a little bit. But that's just me wanting to win. But I can see how also when you are getting spawn killed or killed by, you know, kill streaks over and over, that it's hard to call people out because you just get so frustrated with dying so many times over and over. It gets difficult, and it's something that we all need to work on.
Oh, I don't need to work on it. I'm a communication monster.
You still need to work on it, because you were still also one of the people that was complaining about connection, which is...
I went 0-13, okay?
It was totally understandable to complain about the connection. It was totally understandable, though.
Yeah. And another thing, too, like, I don't know, I feel like communication-wise, I think definitely, well, there's stuff we could all work on, but I think I was doing all right, you know, calling out how many people were dead on their team, calling out locations, important things. That's stuff that needs to be called out.
When we were playing domination, if I was on a flag, I had the scoreboard up, just so I could see how many people were spawned in, when people spawned in. I was trying to call it out as best I could, but it's hard to call it out when other people are complaining about other things at the same time.
Yeah, just call it out. Just yell it into your mic.
Well, then I get yelled at home for yelling in the house.
Then be like, listen, I'm the man around these parts. You listen to me. Goddamn.
Yeah, well, she's got a baby in her tummy and she needs to get her rest, so...
Gross.
Yep, when it comes to all that, I'm no longer the man of the house.
So, wait, she is?
Nope, she takes priority
Awkward.
no matter what. Anyways, that's all we have time for. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Yeah, Billy, you got anything to say?
Bye, guys.
Cool. I guess that's all. Bye.